What is up, everyone? And Tricky572 return a chance, and today we're going to do a market watch. Today, September 9th, 2025. Last week we took a look at the 10s. Today we're going to take a look at them again, see how prices have settled over the weekend. I've heard that they did not really settle. They kind of went up, and then we have a lot of buyouts going on for some cards, low listings. We're going to be starting off with Perulia, 14 listings. We have it at above $40. This card was, I think, pre-selling around 30 to 35, and now we have it at 40-ish dollars and going up. Only 14 listings. We have Dominance Purge, also another card that was around like the $30 price point, now up to $36.99, 19 listings. Dominance Impose, 18 listings, $33. So they're still pretty expensive, even though this is their reprint. Infinite Imperm, we have being, I guess, the most expensive Starlight of the set at $18, 81 listings. Mocharmi Fualos, $16, kind of the same price as what the other Mocharmi Fualos were at, so I guess it reached that price point. We have SP Little Knight coming in at 71 listings and basically like $13-14. Primite Lordly Load, 42 listings, $10-ish. I think this is a good price point to pick it up at. I'm pretty sure there's gonna still be Blue Eyes players around for a good while, and so they're gonna be picking up this for their Blue Eyes decks. Blue Eyes is one of those decks that continues to get support, and they're not gonna stop making support for it. I'm pretty sure the Primite build is going to be one of the ones that's going to kind of sustain in the long term. The Black Goat's left looks like it's at $8.97. Fiendsmith Track at $9.60. Fiendsmith Requiem at $6. Lacrima $5. Pot of Greed $5-ish. I think this might be a good pickup for long term. Raigeki, the alternate art, at $4.75. Nightmare Apprentice $5. Bysteel Jurisform $4. Bysteel Magnamut $5. Bysteel Baldrick at $4. I think these Bysteels are a good pickup. I don't think they're gonna get hit on the upcoming ban list, which I'm pretty sure is gonna drop this weekend on Saturday during the LA regionals. I just have a gut feeling that that's when they're gonna drop it. Queen of Blazing Domain $5-ish. Elzette the White Forest $5. Malice P White Rabbit 45-ish 45 listings $4. Nightmare Throne at $3. We have Spirit of Eyes of Blue 58 listings $3. Chaos Sorcerer at $3. This might be a good pickup too for long term and like past formats. Deception of Sinful Spoilers at $3. So that's it for the first page, but it does look like these three cards right here are low on listings and up in price. I do want to say to hold off on buying them. Let people open up the set a little bit more. We're only 4 days into the set. Let's see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today's Tuesday. So I guess 5 days into the set, people are still receiving their shipments. I just received my shipment of cards that I pre-ordered right here, so there's still people that are getting their hands on the set. I haven't even bought like a tin or anything, and I'm planning to this week, probably on Friday with my friend when I go to the card shop. So there's still people getting their hands on this set. We're only 5 days into it. There's gonna be more listings, I'm pretty sure of it. So I would say hold off on buying those. Those are gonna drop down in price. It's just hype pushing those cards up at the moment. Tenpai Dragon Pydra $3. Sunshine Wakes $3. Looks like Harpy's Feather Duster is at $3. Heart of Blue Eyes is at $3. This might not be a bad pickup. Harpy's Feather Duster alternative art. I'm gonna be picking that up. It's a Starlight. It's at $3, and it's a good staple for like the side deck. So why not? Retaliating Sea, 29 listings at $3. This might be a good pickup too. I think Retaliating Sea is a good card for the side deck for the format. Draco Tail uses a fusion card that's kind of like Branded Fusion, and it's special summons. So once they activate that, you're able to use Retaliating Sea. The cards they send to the graveyard are going to get banished instead because of Retaliating Sea. So that's going to kind of floodgate them a bit. Also, against Yummy, they have a card that special summons, I guess from the graveyard or from the hand. I think also from the deck. I think Not really. No, not from the deck. I forgot what it's called, but it summons from the graveyard or hand. I'm sure of it. and so that could trigger retaliating C, forcing your opponent to kind of have to play around retaliating C, and it's gonna make their board have to go into the banish pile instead of the graveyard. That's gonna really hurt them. So I think retaliating C is a good card for the format. Varudra is the final bringer of End of Times at $3, 29 listings. Silver Rabbit at $3. Fire King Courtier Okanix at $3. I think this was a little bit higher in price earlier. I saw someone post that it was around like $5-ish with only like 4 listings. Now, like I said, we have more people listing and getting their hands on a set, so they're coming in and putting up those listings. Like I said, if you want something and it's too high in price, just wait a little bit and you could get your hands on it. Usually sets kind of have high prices on release, and then once it settles down after a couple weeks, you'll see what the actual prices are for the cards, and you'll be able to pick some up even lower. So like right now we have $2, $3 cards. Some these might end up being like dollar cards later on. Iron Thunder at 15 listings, $2.30. Shining Sarcophagus Starlight at $2.65. Dark End Evaporation Dragon. Does this card only have one printing? Give me 1 second, because I did want to talk about this card. I do have it listed on here, so we could talk about it. Best match. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, the other printing was a common. I saw this card being used in Draco Tail builds. But I guess now that it has a ultra rare reprint. Was this the one? No, we're gonna go back, and we're back on it. So it looks like this is the most expensive ultra rare of this set. Am I wrong about that? No, we have Prismatic. I guess Fire King Courtier Okanix sitting at $2, but after that, this one comes in, and this one, like I said, is being used in Draco Tail builds. So it looks like it has gone up in price. Started at 50 cents, now pushing up to like the $3 price point. So keep your eye out on that one. See, cards like this that do have like some kind of use in the format are the ones that you should probably be paying attention to. The other ones that aren't really in the format or up in price, you probably want to hold off on buying because they will go down in price. Ice Razio 43 listings, $2. Bottomless Trap Hole Starlight Rare at $3. I think this is a good pickup too for past formats. Low Prayers of the Voices voice at $2. Gamma Seal looks like it's at $2. Malice and Underground $2. Herder is a new card. 35 listings on the market right now. It says target monster your opponent controls. That is face up. Okay, target one monster your opponent controls. That is face up monster you own. That is a face up monster that you own, or a face down defense position monster if that monster is no longer in the field, or is a monster you own. If face down, reveal it briefly to check. Apply the effect in sequence. Inflict 200 damage to your opponent. Take control of all monster your opponent controls except that monster. Target one monster your opponent controls. That is a face-up monster you own, or a face-down defense position monster. So you have, it might, maybe if you tactics it or something that they control. It's too gimmicky. It's too reliant on your opponent taking your monster, right? I guess you could still inflict 200 damage to your opponent, but the effect you want to go off is this one: take control of all your opponent's monsters. Unless it's like you're playing this in like a Mimigold deck, I guess, where you hand your opponent one of your monsters, then I don't really see a point of other decks running it. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below, but yeah, I would only see that being played in Mimigold decks. Metamorphosis looks like it's at 37 listings. Another ultra rare that's worth something, $2. We have Malice P. Chessy Cat, the Prismatic Seeker, only at 12 listings, so this one's one to keep your eye out on. $249, $267, heading up to the $3 price point, but only 12 listings. Could change once more people come in and list, but it's only at 12 listings. Lightsworn Dragonlink, 30 listings. Let's take a look and see if some other cards have low listing here in the back end. 28 listings, 56 listing, Chaos Dragon 11 here. I'm going to be picking this up just for my personal deck. I've always wanted one in Ultimate Rare. Now there's one in Starlight Rare. That's what I'm going to be picking up. Pick up cards you like. Because if you guys pick up cards that you don't like and just trying to make money on, sometimes you end up losing money and you regret it. If you pick up what you like, you don't really regret it if you do lose money on it. Let's see what else do we have. Rescue Ace. Where are you at? Rescue Ace, Hydra might be a good pickup. Starlight Rare for $1. That's pretty good. I know the collector rare is like a little bit above that, so Starlight Rare is not too bad of a pickup. Let's see, anything else in here in the back end? I guess that's it. Everything else is $1 under, but we'll come and take a look at it again, probably at the end of the week or next week, and see if more people came in and listed some cards and have brought down the prices. Dueling Dragon might be a good pickup too. It was only a championship card, a price card, I guess. So now being able to have access to it, I think is good. 76 listings. It's under $1, so why not? You have a chance to get a higher rarity price card. Prime My Dragon Ether Barrel looks like it has been going up in price. We had Lordly though get reprinted, but Ether Barrel did not get reprinted in this year's tins. We do have 3 printings of it though. We have a Quarter Century that looks like it's at 110. Then we have the Secret Rare from Battles Legend Monster Mayhem at 15 listings. Looks like this card is heading up to the $15 price point. Was sitting around like $5-ish. If you guys looked at on we're watching our market watch, I did say this might be a good pickup back when it was like at $5. Prime My Dragon Ether Barrel for the ultra rare looks like it's also going up in price. We had it sitting at $6, and these are starting to climb up to $15, $16, and $20. So yeah, heading up in price. DD Count Survivor, we talked about on our past market watch. It was hitting the $6 price point, but now it looks like it's going up even further than that. We have 22 listings on the market, and now at $10 to $12. For DD Count Survivor, only has 1 printing, and I'm not sure how many of these you guys run in the DDD deck, but it is able to special summon itself from the hand. It says you can discard 100 DD monster, special summon this card from your hand. So it's an extender, and then if this card is normal special summon, you can add 1 DDD monster from with 0 attack or defense from your deck. So it searches and it also extends. Not a bad card. We do have Doom of Dimensions coming out at the end of the month with some DDD support, so I'm pretty sure that's why it's going up. Songs of the Dominators looks like it's going down in price. It was hitting a high price point of like $33, and it's now coming down to under $20. We have $17 copies, $18 copies. Let me know if you guys are still running this in Yummy builds. I've noticed some Yummy builds going for more of a hand trap version where you run like Ash Blossom and the Mo Charmies instead of running Songs of Dominators. Because if you run Songs of Dominators, this kind of locks you out from those. And it is a good card for Yummy, but I think hand traps just work better in this current format, so that's why it's going down. People are fading away from that. We already talked about Dark End Evaporation Dragon. Bestial Lubellion did not get a reprint along with the other Bestials in this set. We thought maybe it was going to get a Starlight, but it did not, so let's take a look and see how it's doing. Bestial Lubellion. Why isn't the Starlight coming out? Lubellion. We have the Core Century Secret Rare at 20 listings. Looks like it's at $204, $208, $220. It kind of dropped down in price. It looks like it was at a high price one of $230, dropped down to like $218. $219, and now it's under, well, we have a couple listings under $210. Maybe it'll start to go up once people realize it wasn't in there. The Bestial Rebellion Secret Rare is at 50 listings. We have this sitting at like $15, $16-ish. This is the one from Darkwing Blast. The Prismatic Secret Rare from the 10s looks like it is around $14, $15-ish for Bestial Rebellion. So I think it went up, right? Weren't these around $10-ish if I recall? Blue Eyes White Dragon Core Century Seeker I think is a good pickup for a long term hold. There's other Blue Eyes that are like higher in price that are also, um, I guess, quarter century, and I don't really like the artwork on those. I think this one is one of the better artworks that you're able to pick up in core century. So I think it's a good pickup. 62 listings. Looks like it's starting to go up to like the $30 price point almost. Was sitting around like 22, 23, so it has trended upwards. Heavy polymerization, 24 listings. I think it was Lunalight that made it to the top at the Worlds this year, like top two or something. Am I wrong about that? Am I correct? Comment down below. I believe it was Lunalight versus Yummy, but Yummy ended up taking it. We have it now at 13.24. Was sitting around like the 5-ish, 6-ish dollar price point, and now bumping up to 13.49, 14.39, and then 13.85. Only has one printing available, so if you want to play Lunalight, yeah, it just went up. It went up in price. Vanquish Soul Jiaolong has one affordable printing, 81 listings. It has came down in price though. Was sitting at a high price point of like 17-ish dollars, then dropped down to 14, and right now we have it at $7-8. Actually, no, it wasn't Yummy that took it. What took the event? Was it? It was Vanquish Soul versus Lunalight. Not Yummy versus Lunalight. I think it was Vanquish Soul versus Lunalight, and then Vanquish Soul ended up taking the event. Sorry about that. I forget. I forget about these events. But yeah, Xiaolong dropping down to under $10. You guys let me know if you think that's a good pickup. I'm not sure where Xiaolongs would be reprinted at. We have more support for K9 coming out in Doom of Dimensions, if I'm not mistaken. We have a new K9 card. We also have some new Yummy support coming out in Doom of Dimensions. They have a new monster as well. And then we have the ban list too, which I think is gonna hit Mitsurugi, which we'll get to one of the Mitsurugi cards right now. But that's gonna leave K9, Draco Tail, and Yummy to be the decks that are gonna be played the most. I feel like it. Snake Eyes Doom Dragon did not get a reprint in the 10, so it started to go up in price. Was sitting around $5-6, now going up to $10, $12.49, $13.56 at the bottom of the first page. Mitsurugi Ritual, I saw that it was above market price. We have market price at 10.24, and then we have listing starting at 11.21. So just something to keep your eye out on. But I feel like Mitsurugi is gonna get hit. There's a reason why the Mitsurugi cards did not get reprint. I'm pretty sure that's because they're gonna hit them. Chaos Angel only has, well, it didn't get a reprint or a Starlight. It has 3 printings currently. 2 printings, and then the Ultimate Rare printing. Sitting at 51 listings, $25, and 43 listings for the Cyberstorm Axis version. This looks like it's at $25 as well. Hasn't seen play in the meta, but it's one of those cards that could come back, and if a deck can make it, it's just a really strong boss monster. Memento, I cannot pronounce that. Combined Creation did not get a reprint, along with the other Memento reprints that were in the 25th anniversary, not 25th anniversary, 2025 tins, 2025 mega pack. So it started to go up a little bit. Was sitting around like $10-ish, now at 34 listings, going up to $15. $15.84 and then $15.99. So keep your eye on this one, because I could see it continuing to go up since it doesn't have another reprint, and it is the boss monster from Memento. Bysteel Jerusalem got a Starlight printing, but the other 2 printings, I guess they're all affordable now. I wanted to say that Bysteel Jerusalem did not get an affordable printing, but the Starlight is an affordable printing. So why would you go after the Prismatic or the Super Rare unless that's your favorite rarity, if you can get a Starlight for about the same price? So I guess we're not really going to talk about Bysteel Jerusalem. I thought maybe they were still going to be up in price, but this is easily accessible and cheap, so I would go after the Starlight. The other ones dropped down in price. We've been taking a look at a couple of our B cards over our past market watches. RB the Brew Blue is one we did talk about, but it's now only at 4 listings. I think last time we took a look at it, it was like around 8 to 10 listings. Now it's at 4 listings. We have $48.99, $50, $50. This was a card that was sitting around 15, 17, 20-ish dollars, but now has basically doubled in price. Same thing with RB Stage Landing. We did talk about this card as well. Last time we took a look at it, it wasn't getting a buyout. It was still around like the $20 price point, but now it looks like, well, this week it looks like we only have 6 listings for the card, and it has jumped up to basically $40, $50, $60, which sells above the $30 price point. So I think we're expected to get some new RB support in Doom of Dimensions, like a new wave of support. So I believe that's why people are going after the RB Starlight Rare cards. We're going to skip Bistio Magnuma because the same thing with Jerusalem. I thought maybe the other cards weren't going to be affected that much in price since they are lower rarities. And technically this is a higher rarity, but they're all affordable rarities. Just go for the Starlight. Vanquish So Heavy Border has 3 printings technically with the collector rare it has. But the Prismatic Secret Rare and the Ultra Rare have gone down in price. This was hitting a high price point of like, I want to say 13, 14-ish dollars. I think I even saw some hit $17 at one point. Now they're under $5. So I think this is a good time to pick up some Vanquish So cards if you guys were skeptical about picking them up. When they were up in price. Right now you could pick these up for like $4 to $5, so not too bad for Heavy Burger. Trident Dragon caught my attention. The 25th anniversary tin version started to go up in price, and I believe that's because a lot of the other Tenpai Dragon stuff got reprinted, so people are going after Tenpai Dragons. We had it at $6. Now we have it jumping up to $8, $9.32, heading up to the $10 price point for the 25th anniversary tin version. So just something to keep your eye out on. It's only at 23 listings. Trident Dragon does have other printings though. We have an Ultra Rare from Raging Battle that's at $9. A Secret Rare from Legendary Collection that's at $9. But the one that's most recent is this one. That's why it caught my attention. Spiritual Water Aoi, the Super Rare, has got a buyout. Only 6 listings on the market. We have the cheapest listing at $32, then it go to $45, $48, and then $44. Last time we took a look at this card, I think it was reaching like the $13 price point, but now we are at $32, $45, so way up there in price. You don't need to go after the Super Rare. We have different versions available. I think commons, if you just want access to the card, this common's only at 3 listings, but we have other commons you could access as well. You don't have to go after the Super Rare. Albion the Sanctifier Dragon only has 2 printings. There's no like Starlight of this card. There's no QCR, although I'm expecting it to get one soon, because a lot of the other branded stuff does have like high rarity printings, including Albion the Shadow Dragon. This one only has a super rare high rarity printing, so I'm expecting this one to get like some sort of ultra rare or secret rare, maybe in the new branded structure deck that's coming out later on this year, I want to say. But Albion the Sanctifier Dragon is at 47 listings, 40 listings for the secret rare from Cyberstorm Axis, 47 for the one from 25th anniversary tins. These are sitting right now. It looks like they did see a little price increase at like $5-ish, $6-ish for the 10 versions. And then the Cyberstorm Axis version, it looks like they are sitting around like $7-ish. They have moved up. We're sitting around like $4, now at $7. So keep your eye out on Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. Memento Darkblade Collector Rare is the highest highest rarity Memento Darkblade there is. So I wanted to come take a look at it since a lot of the Memento stuff got rarity upgrades. I'm expecting people to go after like the higher rarity, which is like the Collector Rare, Darkblade, and some of the other stuff. I have another Memento card in here that we're gonna be taking a look at, just to max it rarity their Memento decks. We have $44, and then they go up to $48, $50, $50, and $54. Let me know down below if you guys think Dark Blade is gonna go up even higher than this $50 price point it's at right now. I'm gonna be playing Mementos this Saturday at LA Regional, so wish me luck. And yeah, I'm playing Memento K9 Fiendsmith, so we'll see how we do under new time rules. Machine of Force looks like it is only at 3 listings, currently at $40. Was sitting around like 23ish, and now jumping up to the $40 price point. Pretty sure this is for past format, but that is crazy that this card has jumped up so high. We also have the commons that are worth something, so if you have some bulk from the structure deck Mechanized Madness or the structure deck Machine of Mayhem. I actually have these 2 structure decks, I think, in my structure deck collection. No, I'm still gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it, even though they're worth something. I'm gonna keep it. We play those when we're drunk and have fun. DDD Divisor King Deuce Mashin X is also worth something. We have Battle of Chaos Ultra Rares, 35 listings. Looks like these are at like $2ish, jumping up to the $3 price point for the DDD support that's coming out in Doom and Dimensions. 59 listing for 25th anniversary 10 version. These are also starting to climb up to the $3 price point, so keep your eye out on these if you're looking to play DDD at the end of the month. Maybe pick them up since they're kind of low right now. They could go up even higher. Original Saintful Spoil Snake Eye, the Core Sentry Seeker, I noticed was above market price. We have a market price of, where is it at? $23. And I noticed that the lowest listing is at $28, so that's something to make note of. And the graph does show that over time it has been increasing in price, so maybe people are speculating that it's going to come back, and then we're going to be able to play Snake Eye Sinful Spoils, the Snake Eye engine again, and splash into different decks. $30, $28.90, $29, $29.95, $30. So yeah, it has increased in price. It does have an ultra rare that I wanted to take a look at too, and a secret rare also. Let's see if those have moved. Prismatic secret rares looks like they're still on like $2, so not a bad pickup if you're expecting it to come back. And then the ultra rares are $1, so these are still affordable, but keep your eye out on these. Next up we have Memento Bone Party, which is also starting to increase in price. I'm pretty sure this is because of the Memento upgrades that came in the 10th. People are going after. We only have 24 listings on the market. It was sitting around like $4ish. We still have a copy here at $4.19, but then they go up to $6.50, $7, and that's basically like $8 with shipping. So we could probably start to see Memento Bone Party at a higher price once more people start picking up those Memento rarity upgrades. But if you don't want to pick up the Core Sentry, which is at $7, $8ish, you could go after another rarity here, because it did come out in the Core Sentry Stampede set, so there's a bunch of affordable rarity you guys have access to. You don't have to go for the Core Sentry Seeker rare. Gorgon of Zilothoenia, Starlight rare, I wanted to take a look at because I picked this card up around $60 and it has decreased 47 listings. I picked it up to play, but then I ended up taking it out just because I found like a better card to play in its place. We have it now under $50, $48. I'm pretty sure one day it's going to see it stay in the meta. It has a good little floodgate effect. If you IP Masquerena into it, you're able to kind of have like a little imperm and floodgate your opponent. It has a good interruption. Maybe one day it'll see some play. We'll see what happens with Gorgon of Zilothoenia, but right now I'm taking a L on it, a $10 L on it. Assault Synchro I think is a good pickup. We do have some, I guess it's like synchro support coming out in the future, and I believe that this card could see some play in it. We do see the graph showing that it has bumped up a little bit, but we have it at 177, 180, 198, 199, so not too expensive. This card was seeing a price point of like $5 to $10 before, so picking it up at $2 is not a bad idea. because of the new Synchron support that's coming out, I feel like this card could see some play and go up in price. Totally Awesome is a classic. We haven't seen it in the meta currently ever since Bahamut Shark got hit. But maybe we're going to see Bahamut Shark come back and we can finally go back into the Totally Awesome plays. The Chorus Sentry currently sitting at 647, 649, 699, 775, 779. This is a card that used to be, that secret used to be like $30 to $40 at one point. So picking up the Chorus Sentry, I think, is not a bad idea. It's one of those cards that, one of those water monsters that if the deck can make it, they're gonna go into it. And I don't think it's once per turn. So if a deck can make multiple copies of this, you could make like 2 to 3 interruptions. Because Totally Awesome isn't limited or semi-limited, is it? I gotta check on that. But I think it's a good pickup at $7. I think I picked mine up around like $11-ish. Haven't played it. I used to play Sprites, but I haven't played it recently. Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon, caught my attention because it was reprinted in the Mega Packs this year. The Mega Pack version is currently sitting under $1, but the Rise of the Duelist versions are only at 26 listings, and these are at $6, so something to keep an eye out on. 805, 853, 799, and it took a price increase according to the graph. So it was at $6 and now going up to $8. Maybe people are speculating that it might come back. But if it does come back, you have these two versions to choose from if you do want a Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon. You don't have to go after the Rise of the Duelist version. This Prismatic Secret Rare looks basically the same as it, in my opinion. I'm not gonna if I'm dueling against someone, if it looks like your secret rare, it's gonna be a secret rare. I'm not gonna look at the code right here. Where is it at? The code right here, and say, oh, this is from Rise of the Duelist. That makes your card cooler. It's a secret rare to me. It does the same thing. And last card on today's Market Watch is going to be Cyber Emergency. So this one just caught my attention, both the Ultra Rare and the Secret Rare, because they are low on listings. We do have these comments and supers available that are under $1, but the Ultra Rare is at 21 listings and looks like it, I can't see the graph, but it looks like these are at $3.55 and then $5, $4, maybe because of Cyber Dragon K9 could be a thing. I mean, I know it's been getting some play, but I haven't seen too many results, like top results. But maybe with the new K9 support, it might see some more play. Let me know down below if you guys know why Cyber Emergency is going up in price. This one, the Secret Rare, is 31 listings, and we have this currently at $6, $7.70, $8, $8, $6.80. So it has not gone up in price according to the graph. It has actually came down, but it's something worth looking at because it's only at 31 listings, and then the Ultra Rare is at 21 listing, kind of the same price as these. I would go after the Secret Rare instead of the Ultra Rare, but yeah, I'll let you guys decide what to do with that information. That's gonna be it for today's Market Watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return Chance. Like I said, I got regionals on Saturday. I'm gonna try to get my invite early this year, so wish me luck, and we'll see you guys next time.